Hi, my name is Sarah Gates, and I'm a collaborative multi-instrumentalist. I grew up playing clarinet in band and learning piano outside of school, and I always loved doing music. And over time, it became apparent that I wanted to make a career out of it. As I grew musically, it became apparent that that was the direction that the Lord had for me as well. Coming to college, I was really able to expand on my ability as a solo performer on both instruments, and I graduated with an undergrad degree with performance on both instruments. From my private lessons, I was able to learn pieces with clarinet and a pianist, and then turn around and play those same pieces for other people on piano myself. And that experience of playing a piece from both sides is really what sparked an interest of collaborative piano. Growing as an accompanist has been one of the most valuable parts of my education so far. I've learned more than I expected to learn since I'm able to go to lessons with practically every faculty member in the School of Music, and they all have different teaching styles. And of course, learning the aspects of each instrument, whether it's brass or strings or winds or voice. As a pianist, I'm able to learn how to relate to each of those instruments more. I've learned in order to collaborate well, you need to know about other instruments and how they work. It makes communication so much easier while you are playing together, and each person is that much more at ease from the beginning. Overall, the experience of playing with other musicians and having this non-vocal connection is something that's incredibly valuable and has brought me the most enjoyment. Eventually, I want to be able to coach chamber groups and hopefully have one of my own that I can practice and perform with regularly. I worked with the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra for a semester, and in that time I was able to learn about arts administration. I helped out with their rehearsals and experienced what putting on a concert is like with a professional orchestra. I was also able to teach sectionals for their youth orchestra, Woodwinds, which I then continued with later in the summer at Leah Camp, where I was able to teach the pianists how to play with orchestra, which is a very different thing than playing by yourself or with a smaller group. Initially, I didn't see myself teaching. I learned to enjoy it more as I went through college. Currently, I teach group piano classes as part of my graduate student responsibilities. And it's one thing to teach one-on-one, but it's a whole other thing to convey the same concepts to a room of 16 people who are at different ability levels, who have different way of learning things, who have their own unique ways of approaching piano, and it's oftentimes a challenge, but one that has definitely been very rewarding and has helped me grow to love teaching. I grew up playing worship music and continue to play at churches after coming to college. I've learned how to play contemporary styles with a full band at the first church I played at, as well as more traditional styles at a church that still uses the organ with hymn settings every week. I've had to learn how to emulate a full band when we do contemporary songs to compensate for the fact that we don't have a full band, which has helped me to be able to teach my students how to do that as well. I really enjoy being able to help lead worship in that creative way, using my abilities and talents that God has given me to give worship back to Him. Moving forward, I hope to pursue a doctorate in collaborative piano and take more steps to becoming a higher level professor so that I can pass on the enjoyment of collaboration.